Well, hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. It's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Welcome to the show. Oh, I've had a day today, so sorry if I seem a little frazzled. But anyway, not going to get into that, but I do want to give a little political financial update. Interest rates are at such a point, I think like 3.2%, that they have, that's not likely there's going to be an interest rate deduction and decrease, and likely not this year. Consumer confidence is at an all-time low again, and people are getting fed up from what I'm reading politically. There's just a lot of backlash going on. And I will say this, there's been a couple of interesting key court decisions. One, that the fund that was being cast aside for rewarding, I'm going to put it that way, rewarding the January 6th people who stormed the halls of Congress. That's been put on hold by a judge temporarily. We'll see if that lasts. Also, the ballroom, is it the ballroom? No, it's not the ballroom. The Kennedy Center renovations has been put on hold, as well as apparently the president was told that his name needs to come down from the Kennedy Center immediately. We'll see if that happens. So stay tuned for that. And also, I want you to know that taxpayer dollars that were allocated for the National Park Service are being pulled away for some of the White House renovations that Trump wants to do. So, the cleanups and different things, the maintenance of national parks, their funding is going to be seriously reduced, maybe non-existent, because it's all going into White House renovations. I'm not sure how these funds can be diverted like that. It doesn't seem right to me, especially when Congress approves budgets, but this is where we are. So that's really what I have this week. I apologize I don't have more, and it's basically because I had a very busy day today and I couldn't get back online to scope out the business news. So sorry about that. But anyway, I'm glad to be here with you, and let's start with our cards for the collective, which is from the Moonology Manifestation Oracle this week by Yasmin Boland. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Well, it's new moon in Gemini, and it says think it through. Sound advice, I think. I don't recall having this one before. It's a pretty card, and I went right to the page. Wow. Okay, so think it through. A positive outcome lies ahead. However, to take this opportunity from the ethers and make it real, you need a positive mindset. On some level, you already know how to get what you want. Use your smarts, think it through. Look for the signposts about what to do next. Ask, what am I expecting? Focus on positive expectations. Expectations attract. If you're having doubts, talk to someone. Make a list of your goals. There's a way through. Use your mind and your words to help others see things your way. The manifesting focus should be, this card is an especially good sign for matters related to a flirtatious situation, anything written, an upset you've had, or a relationship that feels blocked. Expressing whatever is on your mind is always a good idea, but this card also suggests you need to do some inner work and trust your intuition. And your manifestation affirmation should be, knowledge is powerful, and I am powerful. Thinking it through is highly important. Think before you speak. Think before you get yourself into hot water you would rather avoid. The whole idea is that, the more you stop and you think about something, the less likely you are to make a mistake and get yourself into trouble. So think things through, and remember, knowledge is power. If you need some outside advice before you do something you might regret, then get it. Good luck with that. All right, let's move on to our cards for the collective, shall we? These readings are going to be good for the astrological signs of the zodiac for the week of May 31st through June 6th. And during that time, the moon will be transiting from Sagittarius on May 31st through Aquarius, Pisces, transiting into Pisces on June 6th. On May 31st, we have a full moon. Full moon is in, I had it in Sagittarius, of course. Sorry, in Sagittarius. I'm trying to memorize this because I seem to have lost my note. And also on June 1st, Mercury is entering Gemini. So that's Mercury is entering Cancer. I have that right, Cancer. So that's the scoop. That's what I have for the week ahead. It was very minimal, and I was looking around for my note and couldn't find it, and I was lazy and didn't want to rewrite it again. So, all right, but that's what I have for everybody. Let's move on to what I can do. Let's move on to the readings for the astrological signs of the zodiac, starting with my favorite, me, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. It's readings for us for the week ahead. All right. Oh, maybe I should have shuffled them more, although I shuffled them a lot before we started. It's the Ten of Swords upright, Aries, my friends. The World is reversed. That's interesting to me. Oh, and the Nine of Cups is reversed. I'm going to give you a spoiler alert here, guys. 2 of these 3 cards are part of our cards for the collective for the week ahead. So it's kind of interesting here. It's interesting. It looks like this is going to impact Aries a bit this week. So it looks, Aries, as though you are facing some blow, some big blow you did not expect. Came out of nowhere. You feel like you've been stabbed in the back. Sounds like a surprise layoff maybe, or a firing. I hate to say that. Sounds like maybe some double cross at work, if it's some political, some office political thing going on. And it's going to stop you from finishing the mission, your mission. It's stopping you in your tracks. It's stopping you from completing a goal. Maybe you thought you were going to get some funding for something and they pulled their support. Whatever the case may be here, this is a real blow to you and you are not manifesting what you had desired this week. Hey, don't give up, and especially if you're out there looking for a job. I know it's going to be rough, but keep at it, keep trying, and you hopefully will find something eventually. This is just not a week where things are looking very bright for you Aries out there, so good luck with that. Okay, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. One more shuffle. Let's try for the Taurians. Well, we go from the Ten of Swords to the Five of Swords. Five of Swords is upright. Goodness. The Knight of Wands is upright, though. That's a positive thing. But the Ten of Pentacles is reversed. Wow. Well, this is an interesting one for you. I think this may be financial. And, you know, it could be related to work and employment if you're in danger of losing a job, etc. There's a battle you cannot win here. And I believe it relates to your finances, potentially your long-term finances. So do take care and pay attention to what's going on in the markets and where you should invest your money or should you move your money. Things are really, you know, even though the market's been doing fine, don't get jaded. Don't get jaded. It could take some bad maneuvers, you know, by the administration or maybe in the world markets to make something happen. So be ready to make your move when you have to. That's all I can say. But there's a battle you are not going to win in regards to the money here. So maybe time to, you know, divest or move to something safer and securer, even job-wise. Good luck with that, Taurians. Okay, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Oh boy, let's see what we get for you, Geminis. What? It's the Ten of Swords again. And it's another five. It's not the Five of Swords. It's the Five of Pentacles reversed. I kind of like that here. But then there's the World. Okay, reversed again. So it's interesting. You've got the two cards Aries had. You know, I do feel here that you are going to be on the road to recovery from some blow that's either taking place this week, but you will recover pretty rapidly from it, or perhaps it's already happened to you, Geminis, and you are in the process of recovery right now. But the work isn't done yet. You know, that's you just have to keep at it, keep focused on pulling yourself back together, whether it's business-wise, financially, if you're in business for yourself, and, you know, you have not been getting the business you had hoped for, the revenues you had hoped for. Wow. So it's not done yet. Just keep working at it, though. Wow. Boy, you know, 3 readings in a row with real things going on here. And I have to say, our cards for the collective this week are not as happy as last week. I don't think they're focusing on many earth-shaking things. However, you know, it does seem like emotionally we're going to be a bit rattled this week. So keep that in mind. And hoping that this will improve, but maybe that's why we're seeing some of the cards we're seeing here in the financial readings. Maybe it has something to do with business and financials. Yeah. Let's see what we've got for the Cancers. Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Cancer, start with the Knight of Swords upright. You have the Seven of Pentacles upright as well. Got a little glare today. I'm going to try to... that worked. Okay. And you have the Four of Wands reversed. Yes, I like that. Okay. Well, Cancers, things aren't looking too bad in your world. You want to move fast on something, though, but you know what? Take your time and assess what more needs to be done. Looking at these two cards together, it indicates to me that either in your job, career, or in your financials, you need to look at more finer points and details before you move forward on something. You're wondering if something is growing and how it's working for you, and you maybe want to be quick to pull the trigger one way or another, either to move forward or to just abandon it completely. Pause, take a pause, think it through, pay attention to the small details, and see if this is really, moving right now in whichever direction you've chosen is really the right thing to do. Good luck with that. Hey, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Before I move on, hey, Cancers, remember what my card for the collective said? Think it through. Think it through. Okay. Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Leos have the Queen of Cups upright. And the Four of Swords is upright. The Eight of Pentacles is reversed. So, I don't think a lot is going to get done this week for a number of reasons, Leo. Some of you may be burnt out, maybe exhausted, maybe have had a rough previous week, and so, your motivation, your drive is diminished this week. You need rest. You need rest, and, you need to balance things out. Keep your emotions in check. I think here, too, it could be, too, that some of you have been ill. I've heard that norovirus is spreading throughout the country. It's not just on ships. It's actually spreading throughout the country, and it's causing a lot of problems and a lot of sick time. So if you are sick, stay home. Work can wait. Let your obligations go. Stay home, because if you go to work, you're not going to be at your best to get things done anyway. You take care of you. This Queen wants you to be able and ready, both physically, mentally, and emotionally, to get back to work. Good luck with that. What about you, Virgos? Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Oh, boo, you got the Three of Cups reversed. You have the Hierophant upright. And the Hermit reversed. Well, I have to say, I'm going to start with the Hermit card first. I think some of you Virgos, uncharacteristically, have been avoiding some work, putting it off, maybe because you didn't feel confident, about tackling it, maybe because you felt there were other things that were more important to be done. Well, you know what? Now, maybe a deadline is looming and nobody is supporting you in this. You're on your own. You're going to have to figure out how to make this right. Other people might be upset about the fact that you let this go. People have noticed. So now's the time to put your nose to the grindstone and get it done. Follow your procedures, go through the motions, do everything the way you normally do, but do something. Don't leave it hanging any longer, because apparently, like I said, people are not happy about this and will not support you in whatever excuse you make about not getting it done. Good luck with that. All right, Libras, are you ready? Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. It's been some interesting readings so far, I think, here. Not all good, but some were okay. Thinking it through is a good thing for, I forget if it was the Leos or the Cancers. So it's the Cancers. All right. All right, Libra. You have the Page of Swords reversed. What? And it's back again. This is a three-peat. The Ten of Swords is upright. And the Knight of Wands is back. So you got two wands here, and you have the swords. So I think there's challenges in the workplace with your business, your career, your goals, your aspirations. And I feel like there's some bad news coming, and it's a real blow. Once again, it's bad news coming. It's a real blow. But, you know, you just need to get on your feet and keep moving. So this could be about a project or goal. Like I said, maybe you're trying to get a loan, get a business off the ground, etc. Maybe backers have backed out. You feel like this is a real blow. Maybe in your workplace, there's some office drama and, you know, things are coming to a head now and it's very disappointing. The outcome of this may not be in your favor. And you just got to keep moving despite this. Keep moving, keep trying to progress. If it's a matter of finding some other funding sources for what you want to get off the ground, keep looking. If it's a matter of finding a job because you've been laid off unexpectedly, keep looking, keep working at it. Wow, good luck with that, Libras. You can move on things this week, but I have a feeling here there's something blocking your progress, something majorly blocking it. But don't give up. And maybe next week, things will improve. Good luck with that. Is it already time for Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Alrighty. Scorpios have the Knight of Cups reversed. Sorry about that. Justice is upright. Nine of Wands is upright. Well, that's kind of interesting. You know, the only problem you're going to have this week, Scorpios, is keeping your emotions balanced and in check. And maybe it's because some of you are dealing with a legal or some kind of situation that requires negotiations, legal proceedings, filing paperwork, things of that nature. Make sure you have all your stuff prepared in advance. Otherwise, you know, you're going to be really stressed out. As long as you go into this prepared, maybe, you know, you can avoid feeling all this tension, stress, and anxiety. So I do believe justice, or, you know, wherever you're going with this paperwork, whether you're trying to get something approved, a proposal passed maybe, whatever the case may be, I feel it will be in your favor. But you've got to be prepared. You've got to be fully prepared to state your case and see it through and try to keep your emotions in check. Good luck with that. Hey, Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. It's been a day, people. Really can't explain it all, but I had to run around like a crazy person today, so I'm a little bit tired. All right, Sagittarians, let's see what's going on in your world. Well, you have the King of Cups reversed. Strength is reversed. Okay, I'm seeing a picture here. And the Page of Pentacles is reversed. Wow. Well, it almost seems to me that you're very blue and upset and frustrated, maybe to the point of even having a tantrum, because somebody has muscled their way into stop blocking your progress. Whether you were trying to get a job, whether you were trying to, get a loan or get a business deal of some sort, it's not happening. There's bad news coming. There's disappointing news coming. And it's all because somebody happened to push their way ahead of you. They were able to force the issues, so to speak, so that they were heard over you. They were maybe chosen for a position or a promotion over you. They were maybe chose to lead a project or goal over you. And you're very disappointed about this and blue. I don't want you to feel it's the end of the world, because to me, people who do things unscrupulously or heavy-handedly, they'll have their day coming. So you just hang in there. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Sagittarius. Hey, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Well, you have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. That's interesting. You have the Two of Swords reversed. And you have the Hierophant reversed. Well, you got to find a way to shake off the doldrums, Capricorns. You're feeling either a malaise setting in, a burnout setting in, just a feeling of being non-motivated in what you're doing. Maybe it's time to make a move, or a decision if this is not what you want to do. It's time to think outside the box on how to either rebirth the feelings you used to have for what you do, start to feel that old passion once more that you once had for what you do, or maybe it's time to find something new. Step back and think about this, but you're going to have to make a move soon. And try to think about things outside the box. Maybe it's time for you to do things differently. Maybe if you shake up your routine at work and try some different ways of doing things, it will make you feel more motivated once more. Or, maybe this is a time to think of another line of work. Whatever the case may be, good luck with that. Good luck with that, Capricorns. All right, what about you, Aquarians? Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Oopsie. Oh. Little problem here shuffling. I'm going to give you one more. All right. You have the Three of Swords reversed. You have the King of Swords upright. And the Six of Wands is reversed. We'll talk about that. You know, I feel something here for you, Aquarians. I feel like you are finally, maybe you've been grieving the loss of a job or the loss of some money, some financial disappointments, and it's been hurtful. It's been very hurtful. But guess what? You're over it now, and you're ready to make some clear, sharp decisions about what you need to do going forward. And you know what? You realize here that maybe you didn't have the support you felt you needed all along, whether this was financial support, support in the company you used to work at or that you are presently working at. And so maybe you just have to go it alone. Just go it alone. Don't do it for the praise and the accolades. Do it because you want to do it. Do it because it's good for you and your resume and your bottom line salary. So that's what I have for you. I think it's pretty good overall, but just don't count on others to be there for you. Or, you know, don't do it for the fame and the glory, so to speak. Do it because it's right for you and it feels good to you. And you can always congratulate yourself when all is said and done. All right. Hey, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Well, you've got the Queen of Swords. Aquarians have the King, you have the Queen, and she is upright. You have the Four of Wands reversed. That's come up before. You have Judgment reversed. You're so close to success in some area right now of your, business, financial spectrum, maybe even educational. I'm not talking much about education because I know it's summer break time, so we'll see as things come up and I feel them, I'll broach that. But I feel here you are so close to successful establishing a foundation for yourself. But, don't be so judgmental on yourself. Don't be so hypercritical that you block yourself from, the progress that you are making, that you stop in your tracks. I think here you've made some wise choices, you've made some wise decisions, and you're almost ready to go. There's just some finer things you need to work out and think things through before you move forward. But don't let your inner critics jeopardize this for you, okay? Trust and believe in yourself that you are now on the right path, and just a little bit more effort on your part will seal the deal. So, good luck with that. Wow, nice reading. All right, I want to remind everybody about our upcoming shows. We have a live show later today from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get there early to ensure you get a reading. We weren't available at Thursday's next show due to a technical difficulty, so it could get filled up fast on Sunday, so get there early. My advice. All right, and then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot. And guess what? It's the first Goth Tarot of the month, so I'll be there. Woohoo! I'll be there for the monthly shadow work that me and Mr. O provide for you together. So join him for that video presentation and me guest starring, and that will be on at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Wednesday mornings. You can watch it at your leisure. All right, then on Thursday, we have another live show, our Tarot for Today After Dark. That's at 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Hopefully, we'll be there live. We weren't last Thursday, and we apologize to our loyal Thursday group. Hopefully, we'll be there this week. So join us and get a reading for any question you have in mind. All right. Then on Friday, Mr. O's emotional exchanges. Find out about love. Find out about romance. Find out about interpersonal relationships of all kinds. And his show for your week ahead. That's at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time every Friday. And you can watch that video at your leisure. And finally, happy hour! Happy hour! I hope, as I speak to you now, that it will be at its normal time at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time next Saturday. So join us and get a single card positive message for your week ahead. No questions. We just deliver happiness to you. So thanks, everybody. I appreciate your support as always. I hope you have a prosperous week ahead. Hang in there, everybody. Boy, this year has been a wild ride so far. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.